Over the past couple of days, I've talked a lot about the VV app and the collectible side. I wanted to quickly touch base on how I actually found out about the VV app in the first place. And that was through its utility token, the OMI token. Many of you may not know this, but the OMI token is actually a token that powers the VV app in the background. This is how OMI has created the ease of access for the everyday person to be able to go in and buy an NFT without having to worry about the cryptocurrency side. I'm not going to get into the tokenomics because it would take me hours to explain it to you guys. I wanted to shout out another YouTuber who does a great job of explaining the OMI tokenomics. I'm going to link that video and his channel down in the description below. His name is Orion Crypto Trader, and he does an amazing job of explaining. What I did want to get across in my video is that OMI is a deflationary token. And what that means is that the OMI token is pinned to the gem that you purchase in the app. And every time you do a transaction inside the app, you're actually taking OMI out of the supply. So naturally over time, the price of OMI will go up as the supply goes down. With that being said, there's been a lot of mixed emotions in the community around the OMI token, as the price of the OMI token hasn't really reflected the success of the VV app. The price actually has been trading sideways for the past couple months and has had a little bit of trouble reaching its all-time high again at 1.3 cents. I believe that that's about to change, and here's why. Before I do that though, I wanted to compare OMI to a couple of other projects that are kind of in its same category. So the first token that I wanted to compare the OMI token to is the Decentraland token, aka Mana. This token is going to power their virtual reality world, which is called Decentraland. This token currently has a trading volume of $2.2 billion over the past 24 hours. You can also find Mana on 180 different exchanges. The next project that I wanted to look into is Sandbox. Sandbox is also another metaverse play, so their token currently has a trading volume of $2.9 billion over the past 24 hours. You can find Sandbox token on 124 different exchanges. And the last company that I wanted to compare to the OMI token is Axie Infinity. This company was the one I talked about yesterday, where they did gamification to be able to earn income via a mobile game. This token currently has a trading volume of $433 million over the past 24 hours. You can also find the Axie Infinity token on 124 different exchanges. So why is this important? Why am I telling you all of this? The OMI token currently has a trading volume of $11.3 million over the past 24 hours and has a total exchange listing of 4. That's right, 4. And the reason why this is important is because we are currently working on a migration to a new chain called Immutable X. This is a layer 2 solution which will allow OMI to be listed on a lot more exchanges. And the reason why we weren't on any kind of main chain is because the OMI token was created back in 2017, 2018 when the team chose GoChain as their main token. And back then, that was the best technology that was available at the time. Now, with the advancement of technology, we've been able to migrate to Immutable X. And so with Immutable, we will have an ERC20 token, which will allow us to be listed on these major exchanges because they know how to work with that particular address. The GoChain token isn't as recognized with these exchanges, and so OMI has had a hard time getting listings. And with a trading volume of $11.3 million over the past 24 hours, in comparison to $2.9 billion, that is a very small percentage of what those other companies are acquiring right now. With the 4 exchanges that OMI is listed on right now, it is extremely difficult for the average everyday person to be able to easily access and be able to purchase the OMI token. I wanted to come back to my first video where I talked about the importance of barrier to entry and why Coinbase and VV have done so well. So can you guys imagine what will happen once the immutable migration is done to the ERC20 address and we're able to be listed onto major exchanges? We're going to get hundreds and hundreds of exchanges. People are going to be able to recognize these major brands associated with this token, and we should see that reflected in the price. The other concern that I've seen in the community is that people believe the OMI token has such a large supply that the eComi team isn't doing enough to help the OMI token burn. That couldn't be further from the truth. As we've seen VV continuously burn every single drop, we see hundreds of millions of OMI being burnt right now. One thing that I wanted to quickly reiterate too is that eComi is the umbrella company to VV. They also have another project, which is the Secure Wallet, which is a physical card that you can put in your wallet and store OMI token on. Keep in mind that the CEO of eComi has already mentioned that these will not be their only projects. They have the VVverse that we already know of. They have a bunch of other projects that we may not even know about. And the team itself is very ambitious as they aim to make the VVverse like Ready Player One. An example of this is a company like Alphabet. So Alphabet is the umbrella company, and then everything underneath it is Google, Nest, and all these other subsections of this major corporation. And I believe that eComi, with the ambition that it has, will have hundreds of other companies using the OMI token later on in the project. Not to mention that David Yu has also mentioned that third-party companies have been interested in using the OMI token as their main token. In conclusion, I wanted to let you guys know that this, of course, is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion. But I believe that everyone should have a little bit of OMI from mid to long term, as it right now with the OMI utility program that I'll go over in a different video. There are perks to holding OMI for your collectibles, but we are so early. We're in the infancy stages of this company, and Vivi itself has only been around for about a year. For me, this is a long-term investment, and I'm not in it to make quick cash and get out. For me, I believe that this investment is so different from everything that we're used to in the cryptocurrency world. We live in such a fast-paced world and an even faster world in the cryptocurrency space. We expect to put a little bit of money in and get a lot back right away. In my opinion, that's more of a gamble than an investment. I believe if eComi can continue the success that they have with their Vivi app and translate that into the Viviverse and so forth, we will see an infinite amount of growth for the OMI token down the road. Thank you for checking out my video. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And I just wanted to say thank you so much, guys. I just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate everyone tuning in, checking out my videos, leaving comments, and I read through every single comment. So I really appreciate each and every single one of you for taking the time out of your day to leave those comments. And I just really appreciate it, guys. And thank you so much. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace out.